So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
And nobody... Now the finish! Goal, France! And what a start!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Germany are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Bellingham. Ruben Dias. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pedri. So what can they make of this? He's gone forward. Kluivert. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And here's Osimhen. Nicely aimed pass. Mbappe.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Vinicius Junior.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Osimhen. Partey plays it out wide.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Matheus Cunha. Bellingham.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Rudiger deals with that comfortably. Bellingham. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Valverde. Bellingham. Mbappe. Now it's Osimhen. Pass is coming off in quick succession here, and he's managed to get free. Partey. Valverde. That pass has been well intercepted. And he's there to clear it.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Vinicius Junior for Valverde. Mbappe, who's set up one goal so far. Cucurella. France trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Bellingham. Kluivert. And a header! And somehow he has kept that out. Rudiger is there to clear. Partey. And he was alert to it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Well, there's the clearance. Just eases him off the ball. Vinicius Junior.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time.
Hits one! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Mbappe. Now that looks a decent ball.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
And here's Bellingham.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Kluivert. Looking for the runner.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Changement en cours.
And the action is back on the way.
Germany can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Germany come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Drilled it, shot a goal! It's there! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Bellingham. Chance here to counter. He's in a good position. Oh, shooting chance! It's in!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
They're taking a moment to consider their options.
Changement
So,
pour la
time for
France.
changes on both sides, actually.
Le numéro 3, le numéro 27. À leur place, le numéro 22, le numéro 10.
Oh, well played,
le
well
numéro 17.
played.
Changement.
Germany needing a change of fortune here. Wriggles his way through.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 9. À sa place, le numéro 18.
Musiala. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it.
Le nombre de
Another throw-in.
spectateurs pour ce match, 71 550.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedri. Valverde. Osimhen. Oh, important interception. And that was very necessary. Shifted upfield. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now this could... Isaac! It's in! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 20.
So there's going to be another change here.
Le
Haaland
numéro
to come
21.
on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of, go make a nuisance of yourself.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Pedri being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Vicario clears. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, nicely intercepted. Germany do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Showing good feet. Davis. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That's really well cleared. Valverde. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Konate. "75 minutes played. Alvarez! Alvarez! And somehow he managed to miss it.
It's a good display of fighting spirit for me.
And it's been taken short. And here's Musiala. Alvarez! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Haaland making good progress on the right-hand side. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Musiala. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 6. À sa place, le numéro 41.
Araujo. Alvarez. Lookman. That is lovely. Great hit! No mistake! With so little time left, grandstand finish!
Oh, that was a cracking little exchange to set up the finish, and a lovely understanding between both players. I mean, that's clearly tailored on the training ground and delivered beautifully on match day.
Germany give themselves a chance. And the shot! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
They've played it short. Oh, that's neat. Musiala. Can he put it away?
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
He's found the way through. Valverde.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Lookman. And the counter is on. Bellingham. And here's Isak. Haaland. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Vardiol gets rid without sophistication. And that will be it. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Mbappe! Well read, and the danger is averted. Forwards and with intent. And here's Vinicius Junior. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Osimhen absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Bellingham does well to stand firm and defend it. Well, they could break here. Ruben Dias gets over and intercepts. Bellingham. Oh, perfectly measured that. Chance! So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, someone I really like the look of, Peter, would be Thomas Partey. I mean, we all know what a great ball winner he is, but I see him as quite a good ball carrier too, and distributor. I think with him, you get all the traits of a an all-round midfielder. He gives you the lot.
Okay, interesting.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cucurella made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Well, the ball just didn't work out for them. And the shot! Goal! Germany! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Germany, looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Ruben Dias. That's really well cleared. And he's been shifted off it. The referee's awarded a free kick. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Ciao. Mbappe.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe running with the ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he's managed to get free. Can he find the finish? Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Partey. Cucurella. And that's aimed into the middle.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Mbappe. Mbappe puts his foot on the gas. Mbappe.
Germany can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Can he spark a counter here? France have it back and can go again. Bellingham hits one! And yes, it's there! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
Mbappe! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Germany with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Pedri plays it short. Oh, such a clever touch. France have the chance to go the other way.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Rolls it backwards.
Oh, that's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
And here's Osimhen. Valverde. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's 1 each. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Germany are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And smartly reclaimed. Played back in. Now it's Tungbech. Bellingham, who's set up 1 goal so far. And he's picked out the run.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's had a shot! Ruben Dias gets rid without sophistication. Partey. Oh, important interception. Osimhen is flagged offside.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 20.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Le numéro 6.
He's had it nicked
Le
away.
numéro 27. Le numéro 3.
Valverde is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And they can counter here. Well timed, excellent
Le nombre de
interception.
spectateurs pour ce match, 70 987.
And it's Davis. Now it's Messi. He can get that clear. Germany do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Bellingham. Valverde. He's had a hit! Goal! France! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
France get themselves into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Tries a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending. That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Up he goes! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Germany really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Valverde. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Valverde cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Musiala gets his parcel. Can he finish? Should have equalised.
Osimhen is looking pretty upset with himself. It should have been a leveller.
Back into the middle. Rudiger makes the interception. The ball is bounced loose now. He's played him through. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. And here's Osimhen. Alvarez! Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Valverde clears it away. Ruben Diaz.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Now it's Messi. And he has been fouled there. Davis. And it's Davis. And he's gone looking for safety. And the referee brings it to a close. Germany illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Germany just didn't have enough time for some